My child, pause for a moment. Do not scroll. Do not let this become background noise. Take one deep breath, because what I am about to ask you is not small. It is not casual. It is not just another inspirational message passing through your ears. This is a moment of decision. Will you receive the miracle I am offering you? Or will you choose to remain ordinary? Don't answer quickly. Let that question sit in your spirit, because the direction of your life is shaped by moments like this. Quiet moments where no one is watching, but heaven is waiting for your response. Stay with me until the end, because what you decide after hearing this could change everything. Part 1. You didn't find this by accident. If you are hearing this right now, it is not coincidence. You did not randomly click. You did not accidentally land here. There are moments in life when everything feels routine, predictable, average. You wake up. You go through responsibilities. You handle what must be handled. You survive. But deep inside, there is a stirring, a whisper, a quiet awareness that says, there must be more than this. That stirring is not imagination. It is not restlessness. It is not comparison. It is calling. You have prayed for change. You have whispered for breakthrough. You have asked for something greater than survival. And now the question stands before you. When the opportunity comes, will you step forward, or will you shrink back into what feels familiar? Part 2. The battle inside you. Right now, there are two voices inside you. One voice says, stay safe. Don't risk it. Be realistic. Wait for a better time. What if you fail? The other voice is quieter, but stronger. It says, this is your moment. You were made for more. Trust. Step. Move. The louder voice is fear. The quieter voice is faith. Fear sounds practical. Faith sounds daring. Fear reminds you of past mistakes. Faith reminds you of who walks with you. The miracle waiting for you is not blocked by ability. It is blocked by hesitation. And hesitation often disguises itself as wisdom. But wisdom, aligned with God, does not paralyze you. It positions you. Part 3. You were never created to be average before you were born. Purpose was already written over your life. You were not designed to blend into the background. You were not created to merely exist, pay bills, and disappear quietly from the earth. You carry something specific. A gift, a voice, a calling, an assignment. When you choose average out of fear, you are not choosing peace. You are choosing limitation. Average feels safe, but safety without growth becomes a cage. You were not formed to hide. You were formed to shine, not for fame, not for applause, but for impact. There are people whose lives are connected to your obedience. Do you understand that? Your courage does not only affect you. Part 4. The lie of just enough. The world teaches you to aim small. Be realistic. Don't expect too much. Stay comfortable. Play it safe. And slowly, without realizing it, you shrink your dreams. You tell yourself, at least I'm stable. At least it's secure. At least I'm not failing. But there is a difference between gratitude and settling. Gratitude says, thank you for what I have. Settling says, this is all I'll ever allow. There is more available to you, more growth, more depth, more faith, more impact, but more always requires movement. Part 5. The danger of comfort. Comfort is not evil, but comfort can become confinement. When nothing challenges you, nothing stretches you, nothing demands faith, you stop growing. Strength is not built in ease. Faith is not developed in predictability. You say you want breakthrough, but breakthrough lives outside comfort zones. You say you want greater purpose, but purpose requires courage. You say you want doors to open, but doors respond to movement. The greatest tragedy is not failing. The greatest tragedy is never stepping. Part 6. Regret is heavier than risk. Risk lasts for a moment. Regret can last for years. Imagine looking back one day and asking, what would have happened if I had trusted? What if I had stepped? What if I had said yes? That question carries weight. Some doors are seasonal. Some opportunities require alignment in specific moments. Delay feels harmless, but delay slowly steals destiny. You do not need perfection to move. You need willingness. Part 7. Your miracle is already in motion. Here is something you must understand. The miracle you are praying for is not being created today. It has already been set in motion. While you were doubting, things were aligning. While you were worrying, preparations were happening. Conversations you have not had yet are already positioned. Doors you cannot see yet are already unlocked. Miracles begin in silence. Seeds grow underground before they break the surface. Just because you cannot see movement does not mean nothing is happening. You are not waiting on God. Sometimes God is waiting on your yes. Part 8. Obedience activates opportunity. Faith is not passive. Faith responds. When you feel the nudge to forgive, that is alignment. When you feel the push to step, that is activation. When you sense it is time to let go, that is preparation. Obedience is not blind action. It is trust. And trust unlocks what has already been prepared. You don't force miracles. You step into them. Part 9. This moment reveals what you value. Be honest with yourself. Do you value comfort more than calling? Do you value approval more than purpose? Do you value safety more than surrender? Your decision in quiet moments shapes your future more than dramatic events ever will. This moment is sacred, not because something explosive will happen overnight, but because direction changes destiny. Small obedience today becomes transformation tomorrow. Part 10. Say yes. You do not need to feel ready. You need to be willing. You do not need complete confidence. You need surrender. The question still stands. Will you receive the miracle, or will you remain ordinary? Ordinary is easy. Miracle requires faith. Ordinary blends in. Miracle stands out. Ordinary avoids risk. Miracle walks with trust. You were not designed to live small. You were designed to walk in purpose. And the one who calls you goes before you, stands beside you, and remains behind you. You are not stepping alone. Engagement moment. If this message is speaking to you, type in the comments, I choose faith over fear. Let that declaration strengthen you. And if this message encouraged you, share it with someone who needs courage right now. Your support helps this channel continue spreading hope, faith, and purpose to people around the world. If you feel led, you can also support through Super Thanks, and we are deeply grateful for every act of encouragement. Powerful closing. My child, you are standing at a turning point. This is not about fame. This is not about pride. This is not about comparison. This is about obedience. This is about stepping into fullness. This is about refusing to let fear define your limits. You are here for a reason. You heard this for a reason. This is your awakening. Choose faith. Choose courage. Choose obedience. Choose the miracle. And when fear whispers again, because it will, remember this moment. Remember that you decided not to stay ordinary, and watch what happens when heaven meets your yes. I am with you, always.